Can we just take time to appreciate our mom's closet because of the kangas that they provide for us and let us borrow, even though we don't even ask permission for them? Thank you, God, for African mothers and for their kanga closets. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, karibu sana. My name is Philomena. So today we're going to talk about reconstructing structure after school. You will realize, for me, after school, and for the period that I stayed at home, I felt like there was no structure because I have nothing planned out to do. During the day, I don't have work to do, which I would wish to be working, um, or all the errands that I had for the day, I am done doing them, and therefore it felt like I have nothing to do, and like my day, unless I am a bit more intentional with it, nothing feels like it is like my life feels like it is not structured, like there's no arrangement of things, like today is not the same as tomorrow would be, which is the case for when you're maybe working or when you are in school. And the thing that you have to realize is, one, the structure that you had before now could only have lasted you for that far in your journey. It could only have lasted you until you finish school. It could only have lasted you to the point where your life was planned out for you, that you study in this stage and in this stage and in this stage, and then after that you will get a job. But right now you probably don't have that job, so structure is not there. And so the one thing that you need to do and to realize is that you need to be very intentional with building up structure for what your life is about to be right now. The lose intention, and if you lose structure, and if you lose something that guides you to everything that you intend to do and everything that you intend your life to be, then you're going to find yourself doing things that are not fulfilling for you, doing things that don't give you like they don't give you life, like they don't encourage you to keep living and to keep um like they don't get you excited. So you need to reconstruct structure. And the good thing is that now that you do not have structure, you can build your life in exactly how you dream for it to be. This is the best part of life. Before, everyone felt like they had a place to make decisions for you, but right now, every how that you want your life to be, if you want to reach your highest goals, if you want to reach anything you want to reach, every dream of yours that you have had, and every dream of yours that you now have, you can reach it, and it is possible. But that is not going to be possible if you then are not going to create a good structure that supports you, that supports your dream, that supports your purpose, that supports your career, that supports everything that you intend to do in your life. So you need to be very intentional what you are putting onto your life, because now there is nothing there. So let's get right into it. So the first thing, building my relationship with God. Now this is going to be a cliche anywhere that we need to talk about purpose and everything, and building a life that is full of purpose, and building a life that is fulfilling. Because for me, if I don't, like, I can't figure out my life, I can't even imagine what my life would be without God. And I realized that as long as I stayed closer to him, I was at peace even with myself. And so what I realized is that this is a relationship that I need to keep building on. So while I have time, while I feel like, I don't have a lot to do, why not, read the Bible more, pray more, meditate more, listen, and be in an environment where I can listen and build a relationship with God better. What are the things that I can do better? What are the things that I can do to stop cheating God? Like, do you realize? Because I realize that I can't be obedient to some of God's laws and break others. So what are the ways that I can improve my relationship with God? How can I get better with him? So yeah, so I started being very intentional with adding more time and really concentrating on when it was time to build that relationship and make sure that me and God were okay, and I can hear him and I can speak to him freely without feeling guilty because there's somewhere that I messed up, or there's somewhere that you know I just didn't do right. So making sure that my relationship with God is okay, and because he has my purpose, and if I want to live a life that is fulfilling, you've gotta keep connected to him, because he keeps revealing as you move on. He keeps revealing what it is about you that you need to gift this world with, and your purpose is what that gift is. Now the second thing that I did to reconstruct my structure is staying close to me, building a relationship with me, and a serious relationship. And when I say a serious relationship, is making sure that I learn better ways to communicate to myself, that I learn better ways to deal with myself, and better ways to behave around myself, to make sure that I am in a safe zone with myself, that I can tell myself the things that I need to say, that I feel safe to speak to myself about myself, or even about things that are affecting me, that before I can go to speak to someone else, that I've spoken with myself and that I feel safe, very safe. And I thought that I was safe with myself, until I realized that sometimes I critique myself too much, that even I scare myself to tell me of the things that I am scared of the things that I don't know how to deal with, that I would scare myself so much that I was not safe for myself to even heal. And therefore I had to build a really good relationship with myself, so that I can first of all heal, that I can hear myself speak to myself. So the third way that I found effective in constructing structure was in making sure that everything that I was doing um, was fulfilling. Like, I knew that I would get a reward, that I had to be that selfish, that everything that I am going to do now on, I conserve my energy for only the things that are fulfilling for me, only the things that give me satisfaction, only the things and the people also that build me and make me better, and the people who notice something about me and direct me to a path that I feel at home, and not getting rid of every distraction there could be, or people who could force you into something that they think would be good for you, and they don't even want to listen to the part that you are saying, what, this is just not for me. So really conserve my energy for things that are fulfilling, and not feeling guilty. So the thing that I realized is, the more that I choose to construct a life structure, of a life that is pleasing for me is that I would feel guilty for saying no to things, even things that I knew for sure that are not going to work for me, that you know that I won't thrive in. I just felt guilty because I don't want to say no. But then I realized that, I have to actually say no to certain things and to certain people. And, the person that I was becoming, the woman that I was becoming, the life that I was trying to create, that life was going to cost me people and time and things that I thought were, good for me, but were actually not building me, and that was okay for me to make sure that I conserve energy for everything else then that, was fulfilling, and everything that was important, and everything that serve every purpose of that I am. And I still feel guilty once in a while and a lot of times. um so we're going to keep working on it, but the thing is, just conserve your energy and figure it out one day at a time. So the fourth way that I found effective to reconstruct my structure is to make a move when it is time. So I call it a ding 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 moment, where it feels like in your mind or in your soul, or just somewhere deep inside you, like there's a bell that has just rung, and it is about time that you make a move. And when it is time for you to make a move, when it is time to embrace something that you feel has been drawn into your journey and you need to embrace it, then go all out and do not second guess yourself. Go all in, give it all your best, and don't second guess yourself, whatever it is. And when you are ready for it, and you feel that bell inside you, or you feel a certain kind of contentment and peace with doing that thing, go all in, and don't leave one of your foot outside. No, go all in, give all your energy to it, give all your love to it, give all your passion to it, give your heart to it. Because one of the things that you will realize is you have no, like, tomorrow is not promised to you. So while you have today, and while you have something to do today, give it your all. Go all in, and don't preserve anything, because right in that moment and in that thing, that is where you need to give your all. And right there is your purpose, and you need to give your all to your purpose. Don't second guess it. Like, I can't tell you how much you need to do this, but go all in. Give your love to it, give your passion to it, give your heart to it. Thing that I will say is very effective in reconstructing your structure is embrace your journey. Now, your journey is going to have pit stops as much as it is going to have, high points. Like, you're going to find things that you like about your journey and that you really, really like, but you're also going to be in places where you don't really enjoy, and you have to get around it and find solution to problems that you encounter. And I want to tell you that it is okay, because there's no salvation without a cross. There is no good thing that doesn't have, difficult moments. So embrace your journey for everything that it is, for the difficulty that it could bring with it, for the pit stops that it has. Embrace your journey for what it is and enjoy every bit of it. The thing about being human, and I have realized, is when we are in a hard situation, all we can think about and all everyone around us tells us is it is going to get better. Look at when it gets better. And so because we are so focused on getting it to look better, we don't even take time to feel the hardness of it, to be in the moment and feel how hard this is and how difficult this is and how sad it is and how angry it makes us and how confused it makes us and how overwhelmed we could be because of what is happening to us. And what happens is, now when you get to, you know, the other side of what, well, the other side, the side that you're excited about, if you didn't enjoy even the hard part, then how is it going to make sense? How are you going to, you know, tell your story without telling the parts that were difficult and hard and how you survived them? Because the survival of the hard part is as beautiful as living, you know, the good parts of your journey. So embrace your journey for everything that it is, because your journey, I hope you enjoyed your time with me. Have a beautiful week. May God bless you. And I pray that you keep finding structure and that you keep building a life that, you know, that you get to enjoy, and a life that um, is for you and that you get to live for you and please God with it. So thank you guys for being here. I love you guys a lot. Yeah. Bye bye.